Day 23 transparency. I'm in a little minibus on our way to an office. Dara over there just trapped her foot in the door, and Karina over there. Buenos dias. Bonjour, multilingual. So you guys can follow the rest of these transparency videos on the move with whatever's going on with me in the moment. Here I am now, and we're going for a meeting actually with a beautiful man that we were connected to by another beautiful man we met on a retreat we did. And these guys go around to schools in other countries and educate them in English. I don't know much about it. I'm going to go find out more. This is like a first Skype call we're having, because we introduced Xiomara, who has the school that you guys have seen us going into for the last 3 years in the Dominican Republic. There's 1,700 children from, let's say, challenged environments. Don't like this word, deprived. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Woke up this morning, thankfully, in gratitude, meditated, and did an amazing meditation that we're doing at the moment. It's a yoni and lingam meditation. So it's a sexological bodywork massage meditation, pretty phenomenal. So we did that, and then what else is alive with me today? So what's been alive with me today actually is something that was popping up yesterday around people selling and marketing love. I guess I still have a bit of a challenge around this whole thing around putting a price tag on the divine, putting a price tag on love. And not to take away that, you know, we need money in this day and age, and we need to sell stuff, sell ourselves, sell our ideas, sell everything in order to make money, right? That's part of the system in place. So it's like I'm always dancing on that thin line, and that's why I live in the gift economy, and why I feel that the gift for me is love in action. And I feel that those that have you know, money and resources and skills and talents, they also have so much value. They just might not know sometimes how to market it, how to make money, how to turn it into a product. But there's so much wealth out there in every single being. And what came up for me was just this thing around, you know, the marketing funnel, selling things, and then telling people, for example, like, you better get it now, otherwise it's going to run out, you're not going to get it, you're going to, you know, instilling this sense of fear into people that if they don't get it now, you know, they're not going to get it, you're going to miss out on something. And I just really want to say that that's complete tripe. You're not missing out on anything. You're a divine, magnificent being. All the intelligence that you are is inside of you. And yeah, there's people out there, teachers and coaches and mentors that can help you see that. But you can also research that stuff online. There's so much free resources online now with Udemy platform and YouTube. And, you know, there's so many open source resources that has content. So all I wanted to say really on this video is if this maybe you're hearing this message because you're maybe one of these beautiful people that is struggling right now financially, but you want to better yourself, you want to develop yourself, you want to, you know, maybe support yourself in a different way, but you don't know how, and you can't afford the cost of these courses that people are offering you. I want to say to you, don't worry. You don't need them, and you can find the resources out there as a gift. And I'm one of those people doing that. So if you want to learn stuff, you can learn stuff on Simon on the Sofa and many of the other things that we share, which is all out there as a free resource. And there's so many people offering free content and beautiful content as well. And one moment, I know there's also this sense in the spiritual sort of self-development world, which is you got to invest in yourself, and if you don't have the money, then somehow you've got a block or a problem. On some level, there's a tiny bit of truth in that, you know, when we don't realize we're the abundance, we do have a block. But at the same time, that's also become a little bit of a sort of manipulative way to say that you need to have money right now. And I want to say to that as well, just because you don't have money doesn't mean that you are unworthy. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean that you don't have love all around you. Just because you don't have money right now to invest doesn't mean you don't want to dedicate time and invest energy into your own growth, into your own personal development, and so on. You know, sitting in silence every day is a phenomenal gift to yourself, and you don't need to pay for it. And you'll get more insight and wisdom from just finding some silence and being in nature than you would from buying an online course for $1,000 and never going into it. And I tell you, I did that with a Wim Hof course. I've bought courses, 10-week courses, and never started them. I've got an 11 video course from beautiful Carl C's, and Dara watched them all, and I've watched, I think, 8 of them. Yeah. So, you know, we buy something sometimes and think, yeah, we're going to make this step, and actually we don't make the step, right? We just buy the course and think we've done the work. Actually, doing the work and being in the arena can happen right now, with or without money. So that's my little message. And then one other little caveat to that, of what's alive in me today, is that 6 to 8 people in the world own half the population's wealth. And that means that the money in circulation that's going around, 8 people, and a very small, you could even take that up to like maybe, you know, 50 to 80 or whatever, the small number of people, 5% of the population own 95% of the wealth in circulation in terms of money. And that doesn't mean that you can't earn money and you're not going to make money and so on, because, you know, if you're watching this video, you're in the privileged, you're in the elite few that can even watch YouTube videos. But just don't get caught up in the whole, you know, striving for fame and fortune and money and 6 figures and $1 million and all that, because that can sometimes take you away from you being in your true expression of creativity. That can create competition, it can create separation, it can create this drive into the doer persona that pulls you out of the being. So that's really my little offering today. And beautiful Dara wanted to contribute something to that, so let's see what she's saying.
Well, it's a little further back now that Simon touched on this, but I wouldn't even say that it's about not selling stuff. Yeah, if like people put courses together and they put a lot of energy and time and write books and all of this create, you know, you need to spend your energy. I'm just at the moment writing myself a book, and it takes hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and days and months to write this book. And when I will put it out there, I would love to, you know, we will put it out as a gift, but of course it'd be nice if it's an energy exchange. So some people obviously don't work in the gift and they charge for their courses, and I don't think that's a problem. The problem is it's not about charging anything. If you want to charge $200, $500, $1,000 for your course, then you just put that value on it and you will get it or not, depending on the quality of your course. It's more the problem that when we're selling love, or when we're like trying to empower people to be the greatest versions of themselves, and then we use marketing strategies that create false scarcity, that like is saying this will go up, or if you don't in 10 hours this course will be removed. This is all just so much bullshit. And it's like, how can you do that when you're actually wanting to empower people? Why do you put them in a false sense of scarcity? Because these marketing strategies are completely just trying to pull you into this, oh, it's gonna run out. And they know that, the marketing people know that, the funnel people know that. And I think that's where Simon's frustration is coming from, where when I see that on a course, it's just like, I vomit, you know. I just don't like this language because it feels so false. It just feels like, why can't we just be transparent and say, hey guys, I made this course, it cost me quite a lot of money, I would like to, you know, make this money, so this is the course. If you want it, get it. If not, I'm gonna leave it on, because I'm gonna leave it on.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to take it down. I saw so many websites where it says tomorrow it's going to be down, next day I go on, it's still there, still says tomorrow it's going to go off. It's like, come on. It just doesn't work. It's just so, that's I think what we're needing to talk about here. We need to out this language of false scarcity.
Yeah, that's a beautiful, thank you for that clarity, because that actually touches on it, because we don't want to come from condemning anybody and putting people down, because we want to empower more people around the world to be revolutionaries and spread love and create a more beautiful world, right? It's just, I think that's it. Dara's just nailed it. It's like, let's not lie, guys. Let's just be transparent. And also, if you're making good money from it, why not let's just put some out for the free and for the gift for those people that really are struggling financially right now, and just, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I
you
would
know,
like to see that more,
make your money, and like, okay, there's your money. You made 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, $1 million, whatever. And now, you know what? We're going to give 250 out to the people that just can't afford it and need this course right now. Because when we say that those people are not ready to invest in their time, or that they're not somehow worthy, we put a paywall up against them. And some of these people, if they just get that hook, they are the ones that maybe will use it and take it and finish the course. Because it is statistically proven that, I think, don't quote me on the exact number, but I believe it's in the 80% mark of people who buy online courses and online programs and do not complete them. It's huge. It's the same with self-help books. Do you know how many people buy self-help books and do not do the exercises at the end and then go straight on to another book? Because it's the idea of reading the book that gives them the satisfaction that they've achieved something, when they actually haven't implemented the tools. So anyway, we love you. Thank you for listening. Rock and roll.
Stay away from that false language of scarcity.
Yeah, if it resonates with you, great. Leave a comment under the video. And this is something that's alive in me today anyway. So, thank you.